Good morning.
Good morning. Rolling out AM, the wake up call. It's your time. It's the station with King James, Cass in the City, and Portia Monique and Romeo International. Sun is shining. Nice and bright.
Oh, God.
The sun is shining, shining, nice and bright, bright. The birds are chirping, chirping,
and I'm ready to fly.
Time to get ready, ready
for another day.
Hey, no one can stop us. Oh, we gon' learn to play. Oh, every day we learn and play.
We do our best, so we'll be great.
Oh. You do your best, best,
and I do mine.
Right. So let's get ready, ready. Cause it's about that time. Good morning, morning, you good morning. How do you do? Good morning. Time to be great. Good morning. Good morning.
Your dance and play.
Good morning. So start today. Good morning. Open your eyes. Good morning.
Reach for the sky.
Good morning, 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 morning to you. Good morning, 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 how do you do? Good morning, 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 morning to you. Good morning, 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 how do you do?
Good morning.
You see me on my grind.
Ooh, stars got to shine.
I'm a supernova.
Yeah, you see me taking over. Yeah,
I'm on the move. I got a way to shine to it. So let me hear you say, every day we gonna learn and play.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Go ahead, Cass.
What's up, Cass?
Welcome
What's
to
happening?
Rolling Out AM, the wake up call.
You handled that brilliantly.
International, Munson C, Portia Monique, and First King James.
Thank you for pronouncing my name right, Cassidy. It's Portia, not Portia.
Yeah, and why am I last?
I'm sorry. The First King James.
Can you start that over? Because I want to be first. You know what I'm saying? I kept First King James. The first means what does the first mean in the First King James? Okay, thank you.
First.
Yesterday ain't got time for y'all to be coming on here like children in the morning.
No, I'm just saying thank you for pronouncing my name right. Like, I really appreciate that because it's Portia.
You know, that's prejudice. That's prejudice against people's accents of around the country. You know, around the country. You know what I'm saying? Some people say Portia. Some people say, you know what I'm saying, Portia Mitchell. Some people, you know what I'm saying? There's different ways in which we get to say your name.
There you go.
You need some old looking children, Romeo, if they kids. I just want you.
Oh no, I know I look young. Don't do that.
Ooh, I knew we get it. I knew we get it, boy.
A hit dog will holler.
That's right. All day. All day.
Every time Portia get her hair done, she's brand new. I'm telling y'all.
We ain't got her hair done yet, but she about to take these braids out this weekend probably. Y'all gonna see a new refined Portia. Y'all gonna see a Portia Monique like.
Oh, refined. You know what I'm saying? Like your eyebrows, because your eyebrows is kicking this morning. You know what I'm saying? You got them on just in time. You know?
Thank you, King James.
Thank you. And thank you for recognizing who I am. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Hey.
The second King James.
Yes.
See there, see?
Gotta tell y'all something about Portia. You do know what happened yesterday on Instagram. Somebody asked a question. They was like, hey, is Portia Monique on P Valley? And I helped. I was like, yep, that was her. That was her. That was
Wait a minute, which one? Because which one did they think I was?
Because some of them toe up, huh, Portia? Some of them toe up.
I guess from your last interview that you had with one of the stars, they think it's you on the Little Murder performance set. They don't know how crazy. They think they're performing, dancing on that seat.
Oh,
so
they think I Miss Mississippi?
No, they think you're one of the young ladies that were on the scene.
Okay.
everybody on stage.
She likes that, Romeo. She's enjoying that.
No. No.
She wants to be in Hollywood.
No, I need to get my skills up. That's all I'm saying.
She wants to get her acting skills up.
No, I need to get my skills up. Absolutely. So I was just saying.
Yeah, that's not the only skill you need to develop to star in P-Valley.
What's the other one? Sorry, we can't hear you, Terry. What were you saying, Romeo? What were you saying, Romeo? Because we can't hear Terry this morning.
No, but shout out to everybody who tuned in on your show. They said you did a great job on that last.
Oh.
You know, great. We appreciate everybody tuning in this morning. Well, y'all jumped in early, man. I like this. Ray Von Davis, Steve Otier, Pat is up, Andre Mason, and also Shirley Carter, Shirley Philly. Hey,
Shirley.
Get Shirley to check in on Friday. I think that'd be dope if we get Shirley just to pop in and say hello. And Iris Baker, you know we love you.
Hey, Iris. Hey, Iris. Good morning, Iris. Good morning, Shirley.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, and we're rolling out AM, the wake up call, and it is time for Cass and the City's Report.
All right, let's jump into it. This morning, we have some exciting news. Tiana Taylor and Iman Shumpert welcomed a baby girl. Recently, Rue Rose is her name. They actually just had their baby shower, and their daughter came later that evening, early in the morning, the next day. So it was here. You had a lot of celebrities show up to that here in Atlanta, I mean. So congratulations to them. Very exciting time. This is their second child, second daughter. So big congratulations to them.
Also, Cass, do you know that Iman Shumpert is a Georgia Tech alumni?
I apologize, Iman. I said,
when I was a freshman, he was a junior. Isn't that great? He's a Georgia Tech
excited
alumni.
for you, for your alum. Congratulations to him. Shout out.
What accent is that you using, Romeo? Who is that character? I haven't met him lately.
Y'all ain't throwing out that HU, man. So I gotta get it in when I can.
You do.
I'm not sure. You sound a little bit like the guys you went to school with. I'm just wondering who you are. You know, at that point. I'm Dad. Okay.
Oh man. Okay.
Accent, everything. He went all the way to the twang at Tech. You know, brothers got a whole different subject.
Oh my.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're here this morning. Continue, Cass. Iris Baker.
Characters. Up next, we have some news about Big Sean. He recently, last night, was kind of on a Twitter rant opening up about his album and, you know, his past couple of years and trying to get through making music. He actually said that he was battling depression, and he discussed actually thoughts of suicide. In this note, he mentioned his, you know, relationship with God and learning how to tap into his faith as well. But just, you know, talking about how difficult it was for him for a period of time during, you know, the making of this album and trying to get his music together and, you know, get his career back where he thought it should be. So, you know, this is very important, obviously, because Big Sean is being vulnerable. He's letting, you know, his fans know that he's struggling with things too. He's not perfect. So I thought this was, you know, great for him. And, you know, for fans to see that, you know, artists are human as well. And obviously our community suffers in silence a lot of times. So I thought this was cool that he was honest about his struggles and everything he went through. And maybe he can help somebody else.
Absolutely. Kudos to Big Sean. Shout out to the D. Shout out to his new album that dropped last Friday, Detroit 2. And for just being vulnerable, like you said, Cass. Shout out.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I guess we need to share at least, Cass, during the show, a couple of numbers for those who might be suffering and aren't famous so that we make sure that we at least give some detail. I mean, it's been a very horrific experience for most, particularly if you're by yourself, particularly if you're unemployed. And obviously our hearts go out. We want to give some resources. So let's do that later in the show, Cass, just so that we can support them. We don't want them to think that we don't. Everybody deserves. Big Sean being honest, but just the very aspect of being isolated.
Yeah, definitely. There's definitely a story I've done with some resources, Black therapists and things like that. So I can definitely pull that up and kind of give some of those out. There's definitely a lot out there, as well as a lot that are affordable and some that are free. So we definitely give guys access to that information as well. So I'll definitely pull that up. Up next, go ahead, Romeo.
I was gonna say, and you can also go to Rolling Out's Instagram. One of our posts with a purpose this month is because it's September, it's Suicide Prevention Month. So I will repost it. But a week ago, I posted suicide prevention help numbers. So I will repost it today so you guys can go check that out.
Definitely. And last month was Mental Health Month. So definitely a good point, Romeo. Thank you for sharing that. Up next, we have Serena Williams, obviously iconic tennis player. She has become the first player to win her 100th match at Arthur Ashe Stadium. So shout out to Serena Williams. She continues to break barriers for Black women and Black people in tennis. So shout out to her. She's always doing it big.
Congratulations to her. Her baby girl was, she was at the match with her dad. She was looking cute. Yes. They had a mommy-daughter moment. So super cute.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Exciting to see if she'll follow in her mother's footsteps. I'm excited to see that. We're going to get into these birthdays right now. It's a lot of birthdays today, y'all. More than usual. So we're going to get into them. It is Wiz Khalifa's birthday, Slim Thug, obviously fam of the brand, Lorenz Tate. We have Ruby Bridges, Bernie Sanders. So it's a lot of people's birthdays today. If you're unfamiliar, Ruby Bridges, big name in history. She was the first Black girl to desegregate a white elementary school. So big moment in history. She was a young girl, I believe about 6 or 7 years old at the time when she did this. So big moment in history. If you don't know more about that, read up on it today. But happy birthday to her and everybody else celebrating today.
We got balloons, yeah. The cake is on the way. We got the music playing, cause it's your holiday. Woo! We invited family, and everybody came. I strike a pose for me like you in a picture frame. You got your finest clothes on, and $1 million smile. So we gon' celebrate you for a while. And don't forget we got the candles when you away. Don't forget we got the candles. Happy birthday, gonna celebrate you for a while. Candles, blowing you away. Wait. Candles. Happy birthday, happy girl.
All right, happy birthday.
Yes,
Birthday, everybody.
Happy
shout out to
birthday.
everyone celebrating. I do want to know in my report, I missed this part. I didn't know yet, but I just found out. I don't know if you guys remember, but Tiana Taylor was mentioning that she wanted Erykah Badu to be her doula during her delivery. We talked about this. I didn't know if it happened. I know she had an at-home birth, but I just saw a video. Erykah Badu confirmed that she did help out during the delivery. So that is exciting. This is what Tiana Taylor wanted. So obviously she had a healthy delivery, and this is a cool moment. So I just wanted to share that because we did talk about that at one point.
Yeah, that's great news. What do you think about that, Portia? Oh, okay.
I'm saying good morning to people in my home. Sorry.
Yeah, we need to get that together. But
what you say? I didn't hear what you was mumbling, Munson. You said something.
I wasn't mumbling. It wasn't.
Okay, because we do know that today is the first day of school. We do know that.
We want you to. That's what it is. That's what it is.
Why are you attacking, Mister?
We gonna take it.
No,
Why are you attacking?
We gonna take it.
No, but it's all that loud. It doesn't need to be that loud. I don't understand it.
Right.
We didn't want it.
But anyway.
I think that was a beautiful thing. Having Erykah Badu as the doula, as her doula. I think it was a beautiful thing. Love Erykah Badu. Love Tiana Taylor. Congratulations on a healthy baby girl. And I just think it was a beautiful thing. Sisterhood.
Yes, it's a wonderful thing to, make a goal, something that important, and for it to come to fruition the way it did, and it's a healthy baby. I think that's a beautiful thing, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to both of them.
Beautiful, and we want to make sure that we eliminate health disparities for all Black women that have babies, because there's a huge disparity there. So as much as we're celebrating her, she also represents that it is possible for Black women to truly get help and have healthy pregnancies and eliminate this death rate of child mortality and mother mortality. So we want to celebrate her, and we want to celebrate the fact that it is a fact. We can have healthy babies, and Black women can get the support they need to have healthy babies. Let's eliminate that disparity. So we want to celebrate her, and we want the system to stop discriminating against Black women and Black babies.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And a note on that is that both of her children were delivered at home. So she didn't choose hospital birth. She did home birth both times. So this is something she wanted to do, and this is very difficult. A lot of women, say they would like to do this and end up having to go to the hospital. So this is definitely.
Well, share with me the benefits of doing it at home instead of it. Romeo, what are you doing?
I don't know all the benefits. I think it's just a personal choice. Portia, you can maybe speak.
Well, I don't. At the time that I had my kids, it didn't even cross my mind to do that. But hindsight, I probably would have liked to. Mm-hmm. My girlfriend is a labor and delivery nurse, and she was a labor and delivery nurse when I had my kids. So I felt secure because she was the head of the labor and delivery department. She didn't tell the nurses in the hospital where I was giving birth that that's what she was. So she was just, keeping an eye on them to make sure that everything was going right. And when she needed to step in, she did. So I felt good. But hindsight is 2020. If I would have even known that I had that option, I probably would have explored it at that time.
Well, you can have a couple more.
I can. Hallelujah.
Romeo, why are you making all these faces, Romeo? What's going on?
No, not Romeo's face. What was wrong with Mustard's face? Okay. So shout out to my girlfriend, Erica Wallace, champion. She's in Dallas right now. She was my labor and delivery best friend. She was there for both of my kids, made sure that my kids were delivered safely. So
back to the original statement that Mr. Steve said. Whatever makes you the healthiest so that you can stay healthy, Black people, please take those steps.
Some people just enjoy the benefit of being in their home, having, just comforts of their home, being in water. It's just a personal choice. But you're obviously presented options. You do research and you choose which is best for you at the time. So,
I guess the benefits is that if you feel good and you're emotionally and spiritually in the right place, then it is a benefit. You know what I'm saying? Because if your mind is right, your body's going to be right. So
typically, you also have a relationship with whoever's delivering the baby.
Yeah.
You also have planned. A lot more planning is in that. Many times people don't have access to healthcare. When you start talking about rural Mississippi, when you talk about rural areas, it's tough. Period. So having access and even having options, I think sometimes those aren't options. Mm-hmm. There are a lot more C-sections now than ever before. Mm-hmm. So those are other issues that our community is suffering with when we talk about health disparities. So
I'm gonna tell y'all, boy gonna be, excuse me, sir, is this the waiting room? Okay, cool. I'm gonna sit in this waiting room. And
that's what you said today. You might have a queen that decides, you know what, Romeo, you're going to hold my hand through the whole process. And you're going to love what you done made. And you're going to be so sappy. I'm going to be right there. I'm going to probably go get you a case of Kleenex. You're going to be so happy, overjoyed. I mean, come on. That day of waiting in the hotel, I want to see what y'all doing, my queen, because the fact is, there are a lot of health disparities in that room. When that happens, and she says she's in pain and they ignore her pain.
Yeah. So, and we need a lot of support. And not only, once for me.
I just wanted you to know.
My bad. I'm sorry.
I just really want.
My bad. I didn't mean.
I really want you to know this ain't wind up. Give you a whole microphone to wind up for other people. We know you want to talk about this experience, but I'm talking about those sisters who can't talk and they have huge issues. And infant mortality for our community is a huge issue. So we really want to eliminate that health disparity. And I want Romeo to believe that he's not going to be so in love with both people to give him that gift of life, that he's not going to want to be as close as he can to make sure nobody do anything wrong. If his woman's in pain, he's like, hey, get that epidural. Let's go right quick.
No epidural if y'all can handle it. That is definitely a process, but you have to.
I've been to the class, Portia. He probably coaching her through the whole thing.
Yeah. Be supportive, because a lot of the times we need support in there. And so I know when I had my babies, I was like, follow that nurse. Don't worry about me, my girlfriend here. Follow the nurse with the baby. So make sure we get the right one. Make sure we bring the right ones home. Make sure they ain't doing nothing to the babies. So
you're not curious right now, are you, Portia?
No,
okay.
Not at all. The youngest one looked just like me, so ain't no questions there. I said just like me. Yeah. Okay. No questions there. That's mine.
That's what's up.
I got a quick question from Facebook before we get to the social report. Nathan Westcart wants to know what actually causes death while giving birth. Is it considered natural? Not to make it sometimes. Is it considered natural or something that the doctors did, right or wrong?
I mean, I don't think that's something that can be answered. It's not the same for every woman who gives birth. I mean, there's a lot of complications that can happen in delivery. There's a lot of complications a lot of women have during pregnancy. I don't think there's one distinct answer for that question. It's based on the woman, your health, a
lot of things, right?
A lot of things.
Well, now, Nate, we can actually bring somebody on to talk about it. So, Portia, why don't you arrange that this week? We'll have a doctor come on and talk about infant mortality, and then Romeo can bring somebody on, a doctor, a psychologist who can talk during Suicide Month. We don't want our community to suffer, and we can provide that information. So, great question, Nate. Follow our social. Cass will kind of post something, and Romeo will post something so that you can know, and we can get something up there to kind of give a real distinct answer, and then bring a health professional. This is Rolling Out AM. We'll do that from Health IQ, and Portia knows more about Health IQ than we've ever thought we both know about Health IQ.
Ever in life. Yes, it's been a wonderful experience.
Tuesday, 6:00, Nathan, tune in every Tuesday.
Yeah. And we glad you asked, Nate. As from brother to brother, we glad you asked. You know what I'm saying? We didn't know it either.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Don't ridicule the person who's trying to ask a question. You know what I'm saying?
A professional who really does deliver babies, like Dr. Jack. So bring somebody on that really is in the room delivering our babies.
He says, thanks, guys. We got you, brother. It's the Rolling Out Social Report, man. Good morning on this Tuesday, this tantalizing Tuesday. I got some stuff I need to get y'all aware of that's going to blow y'all away. Now, this is the definition of you doing. Apparently, this gentleman right here said, okay, you want me to wear a mask and you're going to take away my gun rights? Well, apparently he created the mask gun, Cassidy. He got a mask with a gun holster and a gun inside the holster on his mask, to show people that you cannot take away his gun laws and you cannot force him to wear a mask. Now, I've heard stupidity, but come on, bro. Yes, that's the new. I see everybody's faces like, did he really do that?
Next story. We do not have to give him no shine.
Next up on the block, wherever Ashley go, I'm going to rock. Ooh. All right.
Bars.
Even Even though Stephon Marbury is a Georgia Tech alumni as well, this is hard to roll with. Stephon Marbury says Jay-Z is not an advocate of Black people. He says Jay-Z beef started when a woman he was dancing with in the club told him that Jay-Z don't want me dancing with you. He claims that he's not an advocate of Black people because he sold drugs to Black people and rapped about it and talked about it. Now, I'm gonna help all y'all out in life. If you still mad at the person that stole your lunch money, get a hug. This man got 3 children, the baddest chick on the planet. He is not thinking about the girl that you was dancing with in the club. But apparently, this has picked up a lot of traction. And the question is, what do you guys think of hip hop artists who rapped about a certain lifestyle and live another style, a lifestyle? And for a good example, you can take, which I understand, you can take Young Jeezy, the beginning of Young Jeezy to the man he's grown into now. What do you guys think of those two separations?
Cash, you want to take that? I mean,
Terry.
Nah, I'm gonna hand it off to Portia. I'm gonna pass the ball to Portia.
So I believe in growth, right? So he doesn't have to end up where he started in terms of Jay-Z. I don't know Jeezy's story, but for Jay-Z, he started off doing whatever it is that he's doing. He elevated, he exhibited some growth, a lot of growth. He stepped his game up. He is where he is now. In terms of the beef with Stephon Marbury, it's unnecessary. Like, go cry somewhere else. Why are you sitting on somebody's platform, I guess your platform, to tell people your side of the story as to why Jay-Z is mad at you? Like, it's unnecessary. Like, move on. This man is doing a lot of good in the community. He's not talking about the girl at the club years ago that you still remember that you're upset about and your ego was bruised. Like, move on.
I mean, he looks real small right now, and
right.
just hang on to the past. That's a miserable person. I mean, we know that a lot. We're never gonna. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think though the question is going to come. We may not get it in this year or this 5 years, but we're gonna have to address the tragedy of how music has impacted drug life and how we still sometimes celebrate drug dealing in our community. At some point, it will have to be addressed. At some point, AI will begin to track people's words and ways, and people will analyze. I mean, before Black Lives Matter, Jay-Z was saying, move on from the movement. He was saying that. He was saying that out public. He was like, it's time to get off the knee part. And then all of a sudden, the knee for 4 minutes and 46 seconds was back on somebody's neck. So the revision of history won't take place and people will begin to analyze. I think we've got to figure out, how do you atone for the lives that you impact when you sell the fact that drug dealing is an issue in our community?
As long as we're having that conversation and we bring in the big pharmaceutical companies, let's have that conversation, because they're the biggest drug dealers out here right now.
Thank you. All that right there. All that.
Anybody's going to be removed from the conversation. I'm with you.
Okay. So we definitely need to start with the big pharmaceutical companies coming in our neighborhoods and selling the drugs and pushing them to the doctors and making sure that the doctors are dousing us with all of these prescriptions and telling us to take all this medicine, getting kickbacks for writing the prescriptions. Like, we need to start there too.
Yes, or we need to start with how sometimes officials at the highest level of the United States government authorized the distribution of drug use and contributed to it. Just like they took out the Black Panthers that way. You know what I'm saying? Flooding the Oakland and the Bay Area with drugs in our community. And they've done that multiple times. Or the Iran-Contra affair. We remember that from the 1980s with Ronald Reagan and a guy named Oliver North, who used to be the head of the NRA. So you're right. There's a lot of moving parts in this.
Exactly. But I think his report was about Jay-Z and Stephon Marbury. So I don't know that he was doing a big pharma at that moment. So you got to stop stretching something that really relates.
Nobody's stretching. I don't think that nobody.
Talking about big pharma. He asked you a specific question about. He asked about Jeezy, And he asked about it. And Jeezy's been on Roll Now's cover. We're just saying, how as a community do we atone for these issues? Like, we're not trying to I'm 100%. Our community has health disparities, period. And clearly pharma plays a role. But right now, he was just talking about Jeezy. So if you
and I said, I don't know Jeezy's story. I said what I said. I said I didn't know Jeezy's story. We went to talk about Jay-Z.
Yeah, but Munson, this is not a binary. This is not a linear conversation. It's just not a straight line.
I mean, social report. It's just a social report. It's just a social report. It's only his report.
Yes.
I don't want to take it to be your report, but it's his report.
No, he asked us a question and we gave our answers.
Right. But he didn't ask about pharma.
Oh, okay.
Which on the Iran-Contra affair.
Well, now that we are in the appropriate disposition, we have our new guest here. So I yield the floor to Munson Steve, Kansas City, Portia, and Romeo International.
People.
And
future generation changers. How are you?
We're doing fine. How are you doing?
Good. Welcome to Rolling Out. Wake up call with my host. You guys are millennials, so this is more for Romeo and Cass in the city. Obviously, that's the first King James. What's happening, young people?
Well, so I would just like to first introduce ourselves. So my name is Siri Arvo.
Hold on one second. And this is, I've watched this young man grow up for most of his life. His dad, Irv Ashford, is a dear friend of mine. So I feel like an uncle, but I'm really proud that you guys are in the movement and are great examples of the movement. So continue on. I apologize for interrupting you too, young lady. I do. I want to be very, very honest, but I am so proud of both of you making change, keeping change alive in our community. Love you both. And I'm going to let Romeo and Cass talk about millennials making change.
Thank you.
What's going on, good people?
We're doing well.
Look at how he compliment her, she compliment him. I like stuff.
Yes, I love it.
Good job, brother. Good job. Introduce yourself to AM Wake Up.
Say that one more time.
Introduce yourselves.
Okay.
Well, my name is Masiri Arbo. I am a recent graduate from Mercer University, where during my undergraduate time, I majored in international affairs and global development studies. And I am the Chief Executive Officer of Noir United International.
My name is Nasim Ashford. I also went to Mercer University, where I majored in global health and global development studies. And I am the Chief Operating Officer of Noir United International Incorporated.
That's awesome.
Big name. I did international affairs too, so me and you. I got it.
Well, good morning and welcome to the show. Go ahead, Cassidy.
Tell us a little bit about Noir United International and this thing that you guys have created.
Okay, so thank you for asking. So Noir United International Incorporated is a nonprofit organization that we started that focuses on uplifting and empowering the global Black community. And so we plan on doing this through improving the political, economic, and social stature of the global Black diaspora. And we want to do this through development work, education, and cross-cultural exposure. And so the reason why we wanted to focus on cross-cultural exposure is because we recognize that anywhere in the world that you go, you'll find that the Black community is the most disenfranchised community. And what we want to do is find solutions, comprehensive solutions to address these issues and do them together. We want to focus on reimagining the power of Black unity.
So this has been in the works for over like 8 years now. So like it's been in the works for a long time. All of the founders, we actually have known each other since high school. And so we've always kind of, came together because we always thought like, what are some ways that we can give back to our community? And so like each of the founders are in different industries. Like I myself, I pretty much focus on health. She's international development. We have someone on the team that focuses on technology, someone who's in PR, and just everyone coming from different backgrounds. And so we've been planning this for a minute, but this summer, everyone being at home and the pandemic and everything going on is then killing of George Floyd happened, and we had the protesting and everything going on in Atlanta. And so during the protests, we were watching the protests live on TV like everyone else. And we were just like, wow, like now is the time, like there's actual change that is going on now in the community. And so we actually went down to the protests like 2-3 times. We were down there. And we were watching as the crowd and everyone was just moving towards the same goal. You know, everyone was chanting. It was really like a feeling that rolled over all of us. And we say, yeah, now is the time. So we actually officially were incorporated in June and from the Georgia State Secretary of State, and in the process now of getting our 501(c)(3) back from the IRS.
Wonderful, awesome. Wonderful. So tell us what your mission and your vision is specifically for Noir United International.
So our mission is to uplift our mission is to uplift the global Black diaspora. And so that is essentially just making sure that we not only are focusing in the United States, but we are focusing anywhere in the world where you find a Black community. So that can be in South America, that can be in Europe, that can be in Africa, that can be anywhere that you find Black people. And so our goal, our mission is to uplift them politically, economically, and socially through education, development, and cross-cultural connection.
Love it, love it.
So I got 2 questions for y'all. So get ready to loosen up because we about to get into this. So I'm gonna start with you, Masiri. Did I say it right?
Yeah, you did.
Okay. So being the fact that we were both in Inter, you know, I was at Georgia Tech when you was at Mercer. I just want to throw that part out there.
Okay.
What I've noticed is, my question for you is, what I've noticed is, in those, if I go back to that class, in those studies, other cultures, I learned very quick. Other cultures already have a plan of action, like already, but the Black culture in those other countries, they don't. They have a plan, but they don't know how to move it. Did you notice that as well when you were putting this together? Like how it was so like divided, and we're talking about like a big separation.
Yeah. So definitely agree with you on that point. So when you ask me that question, I think directly to systemic racism. And I think that is the root cause of why we as a people cannot fully unite, because there are so many systemic issues ranging from slavery, from colonialism, that have really divided us as a community. And so with Noir United, what we want to do is make sure that we are educating people in the United States, Black people in the United States, about what's going on in African countries, and that we're also educating people in African countries about the history of slavery and how that impacted Black people in the United States. And so I think that if we fully understand what we as people have gone through, then we can come together to work collectively to empower ourselves.
Nassim, you were just speaking about the different protests that were going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, don't jump on your boy, but I had a slight problem.
Okay.
A lot of people were like, "Hey, we're going out here to protest. We're going out here to march. We're going out here to be heard." Right? Mm-hmm. In my head, as Masiri probably knows, I'm thinking, and then what? Mm-hmm. I'm thinking of like the goal line, like the basket going. Okay, we're going out to do this, and then what? Do you feel like we actually met a goal? Do you feel like we actually like slam dunk a goal?
You know, I have to say that I agree with you. One of my main things, and the reason why I was really pushing for the creation of this organization, is because I always felt that there was a lack of leadership within the new Black millennial community and how we can move forward as a one people. And, you know, this summer, I would say the goal might not have been slam dunked, but there's definitely been some progress. you go on social media, all you see is Black Lives Matter. It's not even just Black Lives Matter, but it's a heightened awareness of issues that are going on in the Black community. And I feel like that there is a start. So it might not be a slam dunk, but it's a beginning. It's a foundation. It's a base to move on from where we started a long time ago.
Gotcha.
So let's talk about some of the work that you guys have done thus far. So Atlanta Black Business Support Fund, a voting PSA, Instagram educational post. Let's talk about that.
Okay, so one of our first initiatives that we did was actually the Atlanta Black Business Support Fund. While we were out there protesting, we actually met with a business owner, and she was standing outside of her business and she had a sign. Her business is called the Panthers Den. It's on Georgia State's campus, and it's about like 5 minutes from Centennial Olympic Park. And she had a sign that said Black-owned business. And at this time, this is where you saw all of the looting and rioting of the businesses. And there was a lot of people saying that many of the businesses out there were Black-owned. And so from there, we said, you know what, it would be a great initiative in order to be able to give back to the businesses that were affected by the looting and the rioting. Not only that, but also COVID. So throughout this year, everyone has, had some type of financial stress. Yeah, financial stress. And so we said, you know what, it would be great to do this. So we started a GoFundMe, and at first we didn't really know, this is our first time using GoFundMe. We didn't really know the processes and the steps of everything on how we would distribute the money, how we would collect the money. So we just started out with our own social network. We hit up our families, we hit up our friends and our people back from our school, everyone that we knew. And we say, we're trying to give money back to the people who actually need it at this point, right here and now. So we looked on social media to find businesses. We were out there talking to business owners while we were protesting, and we had other people that came to us and say, this is a business that has a really cool idea that we think that you should support. So the first business that we had was the Panthers Den, and then we had the Blaxican food truck. They're a mix of soul food and Black and Mexican food. They have a food truck and they had a restaurant. Their restaurant was closed due to the pandemic, but now they're just operating their food truck. We had Bio, which is, explain Bio. Yes.
So we also had Bio, which is a beauty palace bar, and so it's kind of an infusion of making sure that Black people have a space to create, and they also focus on that creation being targeted towards Black women. And so that was a really unique business that we came across. And we also were able to donate to Gilly Brew Bar. And that is a coffee shop that is in downtown Stone Mountain. And what was interesting about that coffee shop was that it is now currently in the former mayor's home of Stone Mountain. And Stone Mountain was is a historically racist area. And so that coffee shop is being repurposed as a place for gathering and as a source for more unity within that small local community.
That house was actually built by slaves back in the day. Wow. So it kind of revamped it. And so each of the businesses, we were able to give them $1,500. So from the money.
That's amazing. Right.
That's what I'm talking about. Taking the.
Absolutely.
I'm liking y'all. You said something that's very important. A lot of people give money but you really don't know where the money going. But the fact that y'all are actually allocating like specific needs and taking care of those needs, hey, y'all too dope, man. I like this.
Yeah, making an actual difference.
We also have like 3 other members that are on with us too. So it's a collective of ideas that we are working on and working towards.
Love it.
To shout them out, our other co-founder is Fatoumata Fofana. She also attends Georgia State. And then our chief strategy officer, Riley Golden, and our outreach coordinator, Aisha Diallo.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Other young people get involved with you guys. If they feel what you guys are talking about, feel your mission and the work you're doing, how can they lend a hand?
So if people want to get involved, we are currently in the works of launching our website. However, if you visit noirunited.org, you will find that there's a sign up link to get any updates on what we're doing. And another way that people can connect with us is through our social media. So we have social media via Instagram, and that is at Noir United, and via Twitter, and that is at Noir United International, but the international is INTL, abbreviated.
Perfect. I'm gonna definitely follow you guys.
Thank you. And share with your friends.
Absolutely.
Well, we thank you guys for joining us this morning and sharing this insight. Incredible young people doing great work.
One inter student to another inter student. We'll work with you, Nassim. I'm just saying.
Global health, it's still international.
That was across the hallway.
I'm proud of you guys. Thanks so much. Continue to do what you do. Shine bright. You worked at the Congressional Black Caucus, so we're really proud of that as well. So you guys are just change agents for good. So thank you so much. Look forward to seeing you at RIDE.
Thank you for having us on.
Yes, thank you guys.
Peace.
Congratulations.
Well, let me jump to Facebook real quick. I know Iris Baker, you told me not to do this. Trust me, Cass is working with me. But first of all, shout out Nathan Westcart. We appreciate the love. I appreciate the love. Nathan, yeah, I said it right. Nathan. Shout out to Iris and shout out to Lynn, and to the gentleman who made the statement. I don't know who you think this is. Who made the statement? Romeo. Oh, Michael Reed. I'm glad you're watching this morning, and I'm glad you're a friend of the family. But at any point in time on social media, if you say that I'm dick riding for Jay-Z, brother, we're gonna have some issues. We're gonna have some issues. I am not that guy. It is 2020. Now my boss man is on here, so I'm being very, very polite when I say this.
You being very polite?
Yeah. Welcome to Rolling Out. We love everybody's opinion. But if you tag anybody on my team, hey, bro, man.
Okay, I need you to put down that sip cup, and I didn't
see it. I was looking for the comment. I don't see it on Facebook.
Okay. Iris told me not to respond, but in the words of good mental health, hey brother, this ain't the year. Do that in 2022 or something. As we move forward. The last thing on my social report, y'all got to see this. So this man signed the Bible.
Oh God.
I don't know what he autographed the Bible and it's for sale. He autographed the Bible, and the Bible is for sale. I feel free to comment on that. Kanye walking on water. Mr. Steve, he autographed the Bible.
Yeah, well, we'll skip him on the next social most. It is just offensive. It's not what we need. But that should cause about 1,000 more of us to go vote. That should definitely get 1,000 more of us to register, because we definitely don't want any of that.
Yes, the Bible.
No comment. Just no comment.
It's not even worthy, man. It's really.
Hey, Portia. I bet you Jesus was like, "What in the world?" All right, King James, what you got, man?
Yeah, we got a lot going on. This past weekend, a lot of things took place, and some of it was extremely heart-wrenching. We all know about Jacob Blake, who was shot 7 times, reportedly in the back, according to CBS News, by a Kenosha police officer. And while he's recovering in his hospital bed, being paralyzed, he testified about being in constant pain while he's awake. He's in pain while he tries to sleep. He's in pain while he tries to breathe. He's in pain when he tries to eat. He has staples in front of him, staples in the back, staples everywhere. He just talks about, man, it's time for us to start changing our lives and take account for what we do in life. And then we need to start coming together. So I don't know if we have, we have the video. Why don't we go ahead and play a portion of that, please?
I just want to say, man, to all the young cats out there, and even the older ones, older than me, it's a lot more life to live out here, man. Your life, and not only just your life, your legs, something that you need to move around and move forward in life, can be taken from you like this, man. And I promise you, the type of shit you will go through, staples, I got staples in my back, staples in my damn stomach. You do not want to have to deal with this, man.
Yeah, and he went on to say, we didn't have, wasn't able to get to it, but he was talking about how he just has pain all day long from multiple different areas of his body when he eats, even when he tries to sleep. It was just poignant, and it was heart-wrenching to listen to that testimony. So that should just give people pause about the decisions that you make and about the situations that you get into, and just stay in prayer, and just be mindful of the ramifications of your actions. So it was heart-wrenching, but it was also, and it was also inspiring because of the fact that, while you have the use of all your faculties and all of your limbs, all of your extremities, it's time to maximize your life. It's time to take this to another level. You are on pause. We are still on pause as a nation, even though we're slowly, incrementally getting back into the swing of things. The country is slowly revving back to life. Concerts are going on, parking lot concerts where, we need to start taking account and make the necessary changes to maximize our lives. So that's a testimony to get your act together.
I'm glad you said act. I'm glad you said act, Terry. But thankfully, he is alive, and prayers just go out to him. It was hard to watch.
Yes.
Is he officially paralyzed? Is he paralyzed?
Yes, he is at least temporarily paralyzed. His father hopes that he will come out of it, that he will regain the use of his legs, but there is no promise to that. And 7 shots, according to CBS News and CNN, 7 shots in the back, that's just hard to something to recover from. So just I bless that man and his family with love, especially his children, 6 of his children who do not have the full use of their father, may never again. So I bless that family with love. On to the next report. Speaking of tragedies, today is the 24th anniversary of when Tupac Shakur, rap legend, went to Mike Tyson's fight in Las Vegas on September 8th. And that was the last time we saw him. He was shot later that day, of course, on the Las Vegas Strip, and he died later that night. So just wanted to take a moment to shout out to one of the legends of hip hop, Tupac Amaru Shakur. And I have a special place in my heart, of course, as you all know, because his mother was a Black Panther. His aunt, or his adopted aunt, Assata Shakur, was a Black Panther, and she fled to Cuba. So his lineage is just ridiculous. So shout out to him. And it's kind of sad because I was interested in seeing what kind of man he was going to develop into be, but he made maximum use of his time on Earth, just like our brother Chadwick Boseman. Shout out to him. So anybody have any comments on Tupac?
I mean, he left a lasting legacy. Young. He was young when he died.
24.
He did a lot. 24. He did a lot in his life. They're now teaching college courses on him. So just happy for the legacy that he left.
Yes, and I think that's all what we all really want. We want to not only make the world better than when we went into it, as Frederick Douglass commanded us to, but also to leave a legacy. I mean, it's been 24 years, and he is as alive today as the day he died, if that makes sense. I know that's an oxymoron.
No, it does. It makes sense. I was actually listening to Tupac in the car yesterday. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I still think it's amazing though, man. Like every time I think about Tupac or an Aaliyah or a Chadwick, or if you really think about it on the smallest level, the impact of certain people that can last generations.
Yes,
it amazes me.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Well, it's the artwork in there, the artwork that they put out, that keeps that legacy alive, and like the impact that their work had on, communities.
Yeah, and just adding Biggie into that conversation as well. I mean, just to produce music that lasts 2 decades after your death, when you were both of them were under 25, and it's just ridiculous that they were just getting started.
Yeah,
I was just figuring out. I didn't discover journalists till I was 26. So it's just like by the time I discovered journalism, Tupac was already dead and he had lived a full life. That is amazing to me. So, but on to the next report. Shout out to Tupac, man. God bless you and your family as well, the surviving family members. But on to my next report. Yeah, this is a common theme that's been happening since Mike Brown back in 2014 in suburban St. Louis, when people were profiting off of Mike Brown's death and his mother had to put him on blast. Well, it's happening again. There are so-called nonprofit organizations whose name escapes me at this particular moment, but others, they're not the only ones, but there's multiple organizations who are using his name and are raising money in the name of Ahmaud Arbery, but the mother did not give permission. And so therefore all the money that is raised is, it kind of invalidates what they say they're doing when you don't, and it doesn't matter, because I saw the report where this organization said they tried to reach out to the mother multiple times. She never responded. And that doesn't give you permission to go out and just go ahead and do it. So that's just heinous, man. That is just egregious.
Hey, man, let me tell y'all something. I'm sorry, I'm on a roll, Portia and Cat. Let me tell y'all something. To everybody who has the ability to do that, to everybody who takes the time, like, I want you to hear this in slow motion. You take the time to create fake pages in order to get over someone. You take the time to create fake scenarios in order to take away from this woman's son's passing. I will, because it's Suicide Prevention Month, I'm not gonna say jump off the bridge, but I can point to it. I can tell you where it's at. That's
I would be worried. I would be worried about the karmatic, boomerang. Like, that's karma to me. Like,
because karma doesn't miss anyone. It
doesn't miss anybody. You know what I'm saying? Even it's biblical too. You know what I'm saying? What goes around comes around. What you put out into the universe comes back to you tenfold. So I wouldn't want to get involved in something like that if I don't have the express written or verbal permission from the matriarch. I mean, her son has died, and you're making money off of her dead son. So every time she turned on the TV, she got to see this. Man, come on, man.
That's right.
It reminds me of a report you did a couple of weeks ago. Y'all got to help me out. What was the name? The guy was going around signing Skittles off of. Oh man.
I don't know what y'all talking about.
The guy who was killed in Sanford, Florida, by George Zimmerman. The teen.
George Zimmerman. That's his name. The teen, the young man that died with the hoodie, and then months later, when George Zimmerman did not get a jail time, he was actually on a tour signing Skittles. He was signing Skittles.
Who was the teen's name? Because I'm worked up and I can't think right now. But it was basically a fact of he was exploiting. He had already killed him, as a so-called neighborhood watchman, and then he went ahead, because the last thing that the teen bought was Skittles, and he was wearing a hoodie, and so then he basically goes out and sells signed Skittles, making money off of his blood. So he got blood all over his hands.
But who's buying that stuff?
Trayvon Martin. Huh?
No. Who's buying or who's accepting the signed Skittles? Like, is he selling them or he just giving them away? Like, I just don't understand. Like, what type of people are out here?
Well, it's the same. It's the same kind of people who are endorsing a particular kind of president. Those are the same kind of people. They enjoy the fruits of white supremacy. So it's the same kind of people. On to my next and last segment. The mother of here we go. The mother of Botham Jean. Alice Botham Jean.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I want to get it right. That's one of my pet peeves, or one of my Achilles heels, is names. So the mother of Botham Jean, Allison Jean, she is scheduled to appear here on the Rolling Out AM Wake Up Call show tomorrow at 9 a.m. and she's going to talk about the documentary about the killing of her son by this former Dallas police officer who is now basically appealing her murder conviction. She's in jail for 10 years. She's been sentenced to jail for 10 years. Now she's appealing it. And her mother, Allison, is going to talk about that on our show tomorrow. So I just wanted to give our audience something to look forward to, let them know that what's coming up on the Rolling Out AM Wake Up Call. It's a devastating story, and it speaks to her courage and her valor as a mother to be able to talk about it, even though it's been 2 years. Still, your son was snatched away from you in another country because they're from the Virgin Islands. Well, not another country, but basically another continent, another area. So they're in the Caribbean. He was here in the United States in Dallas. He was minding on his own business in his own apartment when that Dallas police officer shot and killed him and murdered him, basically. So
and lied. Blatantly lied.
Yeah.
And said she thought it was her own apartment. Who are you talking to?
How many years she got? She only got
10,
how many?
10.
What state?
Well, it's Texas. Dallas is in Texas.
I'll say this, and this is to Portia's point. I get it. We have different states with different laws, but I swear to y'all, it blows me away every time. If you in this state, is this. You this state is this. Like literally, it's a free for all. Technically,
Texas is definitely a pro law and order state, and they're going to back their police officers, all bodies of law enforcement, over whatever you trying to do in terms of insurrection, peaceful protest. No, not in the state of Texas. You don't play in the state of Texas. I've had too many acquaintances and friends who talk to me about what they do to people who break the law in Texas. And this deals with everybody, but we are dealt with especially harsh. Anybody who breaks the law in Texas, you are going to pay the price. So it doesn't surprise me that she got such a light sentence, because there's such pro law enforcement advocates in the state of Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Now, she probably would have gotten a much longer sentence had it been in the state of California or New York, but Texas don't play that. Don't go to Texas thinking you're just going to wild out. Nah.
Hey man, you better travel to each state and learn them laws in each state, because they're not playing.
As you're traveling, right?
Yeah. Yeah, but shout out to Allison for her valor. Just love. I bless her with love for her loss and for her recovery and for having the courage and the strength to speak to the media. Please check out the documentary. It's on the Smith Discovery Channel, I believe. I'll go ahead and confirm that it's coming up on the 10th of September, and today is the 8th, so that means it'll be out on Thursday. Please check your local listings to see when it's going to be played. So yes, just shout out to her, really, and I applaud her for coming on.
Yeah, it does take a lot of courage for you to to
go back to relive it. Yeah. But her son was a star. And I think this is an opportunity to basically illuminate her son and all that he accomplished in his short life that was snatched rudely away from him, because he was a superstar. He was a superstar in the making. This boy was about it. So shout out to him.
Say something. Salute to her. Salute to Portia. Salute to Cass mama, my mama, your mama. Let me tell y'all something. Black, I don't know what it is, but black mothers are damn near Superman. They are the strongest women I have seen in my life. Black mothers, I don't know where the switch happens, but what they have to endure, what they have to carry, and they do it with such dignity. I love all y'all black women. Y'all Superman. Y'all my
but I think that we don't need to. What we need to do is not to take advantage of it or not to take it for granted. And that our black women need hugs, because as one celebrity just said, it's actually denigrating to applaud black women for being so strong. They're doing it because they have to, but they don't always want to, and they can't always be strong. They need a hug. They need some help. Our black women need the support of the rest of the community and from their mates and from their male counterparts. So shout out to them for being so strong, but you only gain strength when you can refuel at times. You know what I'm saying? Recharge your batteries, and you recharge your batteries by the comfort and the help of your mate or of your family. So
yeah.
Well, let me throw this back at you though, because I think, not saying it's different from men to women, but I'll give Portia credit and my mom credit and your mom credit, because Black women who are raising young Black men, technically they don't have a space for hugs. You know why? Because they have to be strong, examples and show a level of, this is how you respect a woman, and this is how you be. I've seen Black women do this. They teach two things at one time. This is how you treat a woman. This is how you act as a man. This is how you act. They don't teach a man how to be a man. They teach them how to act. That. So but
go ahead. No, go ahead. I'm sorry. No. Well, I just want to say, but let's be careful with that hug thing, because studies show, medical studies show that people live longer lives who are in constant contact with other people, who, when the human touch has healing powers. That's why massages are so sought out by people who can afford them. Even with people who can't afford them, they want massages. So, when you say hug, no, time out for a hug. No, the Black woman need as many hugs as she can get.
Okay. I agree. And speaking of Black women needing hugs, I am all forward. What were you going to say, Terry?
No, I was just about to say, I know you weren't about to mention Dr. Dre's wife who needs. She needs some sense. She don't need a hug. She need to come to reality. She need to come to reality. $2 million a month. $2 million a month.
We have her divorce settlement request breakdown. Let's take a look at it. TMZ broke the story that Nicole Young, she wants approximately $2 million to cover her expenses. And
for what? To do what?
Okay, well let's discuss it, because she needs $10,000 a month for laundry and cleaning. I understand. She needs $135,000 a month for clothes. She's a celebrity. She's a public figure. She can't be seen in the same things twice. That's all I'm saying. She has all of these galas to go to. She have all of these functions to go to. She needs $135,000 a month for her clothing expenses. Hold on. Let's continue to break it down. Education, tuition, and living expenses. She needs $60,000 a month. If you're continuously okay, good, because I don't have to break that one down. Entertainment, $900,000. What is a millionaire supposed to do for entertainment? So she obviously has a lot of entertainment expenses that we can't even probably fathom, because she's doing things that we can't even conceive. We don't have that type of money. So she needs to keep up her lifestyle, and she needs $900,000 for entertainment. I totally understand, Nicole. I get it. Charitable contributions, $125,000 a month.
What?
She is a philanthropist. You expect her to stop being a philanthropist because
yes. Because
she needs to.
No, you laugh. You can't just keep a straight face.
Be charitable.
She needs charitable. She needs to give.
You need to have a job to be charitable. You need a job to be charitable.
Her charities of her choice. I'm just saying.
No.
Mortgage. Of course, she has $100,000 a month mortgage. Of course.
Okay, I agree with that one.
And then her telephone, her telephone, cell phone, and email is $20,000 a month. She needs somebody to manage that.
No. That's a little high, but I ain't gonna be mad at her at that. But here's the thing that I'm known about all philanthropists, Romeo, because I see we seem to be alone on this. Every philanthropist that I've ever known in my life has had their own money and their own job.
You do married, not. You have joint money. Your money is together. That her job was being married. They're not a couple. So.
Are you telling me? Excuse my language. You telling me this motherfucker want $10,000 a month for laundry? Do you know how I go to Walmart and go to Costco's and get you the big bucket that'll last 3 months? No, Number two, let's talk about
entertainment.
Y'all judging her, and y'all don't even know what type of lifestyle that she has lived. You can't just automatically snatch that from her and tell her because she's not going to be married to her husband anymore, she can't have that lifestyle. Like, give her what she wants. $4 million a year.
Romeo. Let's be fair. Let Cass give her opinion. So I want to hear what she has to say.
Well, thank you, Terry.
Okay, you can't even justify it. So I'm going to get back. Okay, you can't even justify it. Before I rate my medicine cabinet of my Advil and of my Tylenol and all these drugs I got up here in my medicine cabinet, let me break it down. When you have your biggest expense as entertainment over the welfare of your children in your house, then you backwards. She's
including her children in the entertainment. She doesn't just do entertainment by herself. Of course, she's including her family and her children when we're talking about entertainment.
Like somebody said on Facebook, what is she doing? Training elephants? What the hell?
It does not matter. It's what she's doing. It's what she's accustomed to doing. Like, leave her alone. Give her the money. Let her go on about her way.
No.
There is no 900K entertainment a month.
Right.
We can't. What do y'all think? Okay, I know this is on a different level, but what do y'all think Jeff Bezos does for entertainment? I'm just curious.
No. His wife.
Hold on. Even his wife. Even what's the guy that owns Tesla? Like, Mark Zuckerberg, Facebook. Like, what do you think these guys do for entertainment?
Well, you're naming all the people who have jobs. You're naming people who actually made the money.
Wives do. What do you think their wives do? Okay, so Jeff Bezos' wife now, like she's one of the richest women in American history.
Wrong example.
Why is that the wrong example? She got what she wanted.
Because you know what she did? She gave some of that money to HBCUs.
Okay, you don't know what Nicole is doing with her money. She might give her money to HBCUs as well. She does have $125,000 allotment in there for charity. I'm just saying, maybe she'll give it to the HBCU.
Why? See, that's ridiculous. See, that's like that Portia. That's like you asking me to give you $100 so you can give it to the homeless shelter. No, wait a minute. I can give it to the homeless.
How much Elon Musk left his wife with? I just need to know. Like, these wives have full-time jobs supporting their husbands.
I want you to hear what King James just said. So I am supposed to give you $125K so you can give it to somebody else
on behalf of the family.
Dr. Dre can do that.
He doesn't do it.
Oh, how do you know? See, that's what I'm talking about. How do you know? You don't know Dr. Dre.
He doesn't do it allegedly.
Wait. That's Dr. Dre did? Wait, hold on. Romeo, I got receipts. It's been reported. He's given millions of dollars to the University of Southern California for their music program or for something at the University of Southern California. That sounds like philanthropy from money that he made.
Hey, next said,
okay.
The rule said, Terry, stop screaming. Hey, look.
Why are you always screaming?
I'm about to get in trouble. Now, I love all women, but y'all been reaching lately.
Nobody's reaching. Listen, we are not in their relationships. We were not in their homes. We do not know what happened on a daily, weekly, monthly basis. Like a lot of the times being in those high profile relationships, it takes a lot. So I'm saying at the end of the day, the least he could do is give her what she wants.
No, not that. But see, but we're also, because we are the media, we can identify absurdity and imbecility. And this is basically the definition of absurdity. When you need $900,000, you need $1 million a month to entertain yourself.
Okay, so nobody answered my previous questions about what these other millionaires do with their time in terms of entertainment. What do you guys think that they do?
Because they can do what they want, because they made the money. They have jobs. They can do what they want.
Okay.
They got jobs, like King James said.
What type of activities do you do? Like, how much do they cost? Okay,
No.
let's talk about yachting. Maybe she needs to go on a yacht for a month.
Maybe
I'm just saying.
private jets.
No.
She needs some money for her private jet. Like,
and that's the thing. A lot of people were getting on. As a matter of fact, Summer Walker got blasted by Eliza Rain when she was asking for $53,000 a month because she wanted to travel the world and she wanted to take her kids with her so that she could experience it.
Listen.
And I'm thinking to myself, that wasn't your money. No. You don't get to take Future's money so that you can go travel the world. No.
I'm taking everything I can get. Future. Yes, I am. Okay, go ahead, Romeo. What is Facebook saying?
Captain Collins says, philanthropy is one thing, hanging out is another. Dre gonna pay for her to get her next husband. Pat Joy says, the men just value women and then devalue them and their contributions to their husband and marriages. Pat,
Thank you, Pat. Mm-hmm.
Lovey Boy says, Dre wife do not need that much money without question.
Y'all cannot sit up there and say what somebody else's wife needs.
Okay, so here's the thing. Nate said, okay, it's not our business. Portia is right, but at least be reasonable. So let me ask y'all this. Let me ask y'all this, because one of the questions that came up, what did she do? Now this is a serious question. What did she do? Or what does she do?
What she does.
No, that's not enough. That's not enough. I need to hear Cass. Cass. No, Cass. What did the wife do during the marriage?
What did she do?
His wife. I don't know specifically what she did, but they were married. Last time.
See, that's what I'm saying. What I'm talking about here is that he was a multimillionaire and a worldwide legend before they got married. Now, I know he recovered.
Maybe not worldwide.
Yes, he was. NWA, F the police, went worldwide.
Somebody call Michelle A, and let's ask her what her opinion is. Somebody call Michelle A.
No. Our question, we asked, me and King James, what does she do?
He was already...
When he married her, he knew what she did or didn't do. That's not up to y'all to decide. When he married her,
okay, so that's...
Y'all be clear on that.
Okay, but here's the thing. She did not build him from the ground up.
What type of support she gave him?
Nate, I got you. Okay, I said it wrong. What's her profession? I said it
right.
Wrong. Nate.
Okay, thank you.
That don't have nothing to do with what she's getting after being his wife.
So wait. So you agree?
Especially when they got married.
I'm here laughing at too.
Wait. So you agree, Cass, with the $2 million a month?
I'm not saying I agree. I'm putting facts out there. He knew how much he was worth. He knew when they got married that there was a chance they may not be married forever. And what comes with that when you have money. And that's all.
But what I'm saying is an equitable and reasonable distribution of the marital funds based upon what you put into it. And she put in virtually nothing. So
she put in the time and the effort. She pushed out those kids. She took care of the kids. She shielded the kids from whatever was going on in that relationship. Let's not be blind and act like we don't know that in those type of relationships, there is a lot that goes on.
No, she deserves, because she is now classified as an aristocrat, she deserves to have she deserves to live well. But $2 million a month is, as the mainstream media says, preposterous. It is ridiculous. It is absurd. $2 million a month?
It's not.
Louis Boy Tash from Facebook said, forget all that. No, damn it. What's her job? Like, she got a job.
But what I'm saying. Okay. Yeah. But see,
$800 million, you don't need a job.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
I'm just saying, if your husband is worth $800 million and doesn't ask you to work, you don't need a job.
No, she doesn't. And I said in the divorce proceedings or the period that leads up to it, to the interim period, she does deserve, she does deserve to have something disseminated to her. But
don't work. Take care of our family.
But $2 million.
Then $2 million. Give her what she wants.
No, $1 million for entertainment.
Give her what she wants.
Y'all are talking about what her job is. If she went into a relationship without a job, he wasn't expecting her to have a job. So that's not relevant right now.
Go ahead, Cass. Yeah.
No. I think she had a job because no. One of my best friends had the situation where he went into a relationship. They got married. She had a job. Matter of fact, she had a better job than him. And he ended up later on making more money. So he asked her to quit working and she was happy with it. It was agreement between them two. It just happened with Barack Obama. Michelle had a better job. So they had a job. She probably had a job, but she quit. So she wasn't working.
Nobody cares.
You don't need to work when I make $800 million.
So why does she get $2 million a month?
The rule just hit.
What's the rule say?
She didn't have to work.
The rule just hit the button. If the roles were reversed, if the roles were reversed,
there's definitely women who have paid.
No.
Let's talk about the women who are paying spousal support. Okay. Mary J. Blige's husband gets spousal support.
Right.
That's okay. Maybe Mary doesn't have $1 billion or close to $1 billion like Dr.
Jill
Dre
Scott.
has. I'm just saying, like,
no.
Where's the outrage for these women?
No. We did. Twitter, myself and Twitter, Black Twitter.
Berry.
Yes. Jill Scott. I feel bad for those women because they had deadbeat husbands, and Twitter, Black Twitter, ripped them to pieces. They called him everything under the sun, Mary J. Blige's ex-husband, for exploiting her and then wanting her to pay for his lifestyle because he should get up and get his own job.
And he got it.
But he didn't get $2 million a month.
But it was probably proportionate to how much she was making. And
that's what I'm saying.
His lifestyle is. So if it's proportionate to whatever they were bringing into the marriage, then support her lifestyle. Give her what she wants. Move on.
No.
Hey, James, no. I just Googled this. Thank you, Google. So, Nicole Young, net worth as a professional lawyer. She's labeled as a lawyer and socialite.
She had a job.
Socialite comes with a lot of responsibilities.
No. What about being a lawyer?
Socialite comes with a lot of responsibilities.
See, you know what?
Her Google net worth as a lawyer was $13 million. That's it. That's it, right? And
so you mean she was wealthy before they got married?
Wealthy before they got married, because as a lawyer, she was wealthy before they got married. Now, right? I'm with you, King James.
She don't need $2 million a month when she already.
Tell that woman what she needs. I say give her everything she's asking for. She's only asking for approximately $2 million a month. That's only $24 million a year.
Okay, well I'm going to go
off of what he has. He's good. Like,
okay, well I'm going to go Charles Barkley on you, Portia. I'm going to bet you that she don't get anything near $2 million a month.
How much did Juanita get? Y'all remember that was the headlines way back in the day. How much did Juanita get? Juanita Jordan, didn't she get a lot?
Yeah, she got a lot. It was an agreement. No, it was an agreement between Mike and her because Mike, the greatest basketball player ever, he had a lot of secrets. There was a lot of stories. She didn't want him
okay, so let's talk about the greatest, the legendary, the Dr. Dre that was world renowned back in the 80s. Let's talk about him. How many secrets you think he has?
He has a lot. Because I know that he misused, he beat down and he should have been in prison for what he did to that one female reporter, basically ending her career and beating her down. And then what he did to Michelle A, who I still love her.
On the phone.
Who said Portia's husband is biting his fingernails? How do you know?
Listen, that's nothing. Juanita Jordan got $168 million. Like, give her what she wants. Let her go on and live her life. Like, you've taken, and I'm doubling down on that because I said that last week when I wasn't on the show. You've taken years from her life. Yes, they were in the marriage.
No, he added to her life. How did he take years from her life?
He took those years from her life.
Because she had no cares in the world because all of her bills, because she got the best of everything, he added to her life. He added to her life.
Okay, what's Tiger Woods? What's his net worth? Because his ex-wife got $750 million. I'm just saying, give her what she wants. All she's asking for.
Who's producing these numbers? Who's producing these numbers? No, she ain't getting no 750 million.
James, this is what I'm gonna do. Portia, I will agree with you only if it's like you said, it's only 24 million. Cool. If it's 24 million and that's it. I can, okay. No, hold on. See, that's the thing. A year. First of all, how many months are we going? How many years are we going of me paying you? When? But if it's just 24 million flat, here, you can take this. Have a great life. Go on about your business.
Well, I mean, this, yeah.
24 million a year on top of how many years? Nah, you tripping. You tripping now.
Yeah, I just think that this gets Eliza Reign off the hook because she only asked for $53,000 a month.
Future is worth far less than.
Oh, so now you hate on Future.
And nobody's hating Future.
The fact is based off of income.
He don't even make as much as Russell. Russell Wilson make more than him.
That was shade.
Just saying, it's based off of income.
No, but what I'm saying is that the judge only gave Eliza Reign $3,200 a month, far less than the $58,000 a month that she was asking for. So I guess a lot of women are going into the courtroom actually for absurd numbers, knowing that they're not going to get anywhere near it. And Portia, I will bet you she won't get half of that a month.
And he has more kids. He has
ain't nobody scared back.
A lot of different kids, different women.
We already know. Put me in on that. Hey, put mine in. We know.
I would bet.
Somebody tell Taru to stop messing with me.
Matter of fact, hey fellas, here's a public service announcement from me and King James. Hey, go ahead and marry wealthy, fellas. We gonna stick with y'all. If this is how we gotta ride this out, I want all my fellas to find them a wealthy woman and live your best life. Let's go.
Yeah. Now, of course, according to our producer, Future's net worth is $30 million. But you are right, Romeo. Russell is worth triple, almost quadruple.
She dated up. Yes, she dated up. Yes, shout out to Sierra for dating up.
No. She didn't date up. No, she didn't date up financially. Because she married up in terms of love, in terms of the kind of person she wanted to marry. He didn't make this kind of money when she first married him. So stop, Portia, stop. Okay.
It's fine. Nobody, okay, it's fine. She didn't have to get married for the money, but she probably saw the potential and was like, I'm going right.
See, this is what I'm talking about right here. This is what I'm talking about.
He did really well, though. You can tell
I love their relationship. Yes, he adores her. He's very nice to her. He's very sweet to her. Even just the stuff that we see on social media, just the glimpse of the things that we see from their life. Like he idolizes her almost.
Yes, he does.
The prayer.
And let's hope that she doesn't mess that up because she's taking years from his life.
Don't do that. Hold on. Don't do that. What you mean, Ned?
Portia, was you that girl who date for money, Portia?
No.
No. She looked like you remember that movie Joan Crawford, the wire hangers. That's who Portia looking like right now.
Sometimes I get like that. No more wire hangers. Yeah.
Right. See, the truth comes out. The truth seeps out. So. But anyway,
I date for love.
Okay. Okay. I think that Nicole Young. Huh?
I date for love, and
money.
You don't gotta have no money, a job, because I love you.
No. You definitely have to take care of yourself. So I'm not saying you gotta be corporate, but you gotta run a company. You have to, have some wherewithal. You have to be an entrepreneur. Like you have to be doing something. You don't necessarily have to be in corporate, but I'm just saying you have to do something.
Yeah, I just think that Nicole Young is living in a cartoon. And we just need to bring her back to reality.
Nobody's living in a cartoon. She only wants $24 million a year only. Like when you
Okay.
look at some of the other amounts that these other wives have received,
150
like
million?
750 million.
Yeah, but they're worth billions. Dr. Dre doesn't have billions anymore. He
Tiger
ain't got.
Woods is not worth a billion.
He
Hey,
was
Jerusalem
at one point. He was a billion.
said, "Look at Portia nose grow." It's like,
Tell Terrell to stop messing with me.
You had potential, Portia. You had potential.
Our guest is here. Let's stop neglecting our guest and bring her on.
she date for love. That's what she did.
We're gonna bring
I
on
do.
Chance.
Hey, Chance.
He's gonna help us all get our money up.
That's right,
Thank you,
Chance.
Chance.
So Chaz taking the money too. Well, look, this is just this flow right together, don't it?
Make her money, okay?
This is a great segue into our next segment. Yes.
Make our money and help other people make their money, okay?
Oh, like Nicole,
Okay.
like help Nicole. Oh,
Not
man.
too. She's a businesswoman. She's an entrepreneur. She's an author. She's a boss. Good
Yes, but-
morning.
Beautiful.
Hey, Chance. And does Nicole Young deserve $2 million a month?
Chance.
Yes, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes. Does Nicole Young deserve $2 million?
Does who deserve 2 million? Wait, I'm just getting in on the conversation now.
Oh, okay.
Just getting in.
Oh, Dr. Dre's wife is asking the courts to give her $2 million a month of Dr. Dre's money before they even got divorced. She said she needed $900,000 a month in entertainment alone, but she wants $2 million overall per month.
Show Chance the list. Pull up the list to show.
Let me see the list. I want to see the list.
I want to see what Chance has to say. Yes, please.
Yes.
Right, we need a lady's perspective on this.
Yes.
Yes.
I want you to look at this, Chance.
Okay, let me take a look.
Are you sitting
Laundry
down?
and cleaning. So I see laundry and cleaning, $10,000 a month. Clothes,
Okay.
$135,000 a month.
Right.
She's a socialite.
Entertainment, $900.
Mhm.
Wow, mortgage, $100,000.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, listen, you know, the queen wants what the queen wants. Now,
Oh,
you know, if the
see.
queen,
Oh,
if the
see.
queen,
Oh,
if the queen is used to living a certain
See.
way now.
I'm just saying, Chance. Yes.
If
Yes.
the queen is used to living a certain way, I mean, that's just her standard now. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I think that's just the standard now. And she's like, I don't
Absolutely.
want to go beneath what I've known for so long. You know, this has been my lifestyle. So, I mean, it's a queen thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Absolutely agree.
The fellas are mad at
1000%.
me. Y'all
No,
mad.
her real answer. She said her real answer when she was talking about, dang, $900,000 a month. So she already gave a real answer. She knows.
Her real answer was she gets what she deserves. She's been living this standard for a certain amount of years. Like, how can you take that from her? The queen gets what the queen wants. I totally agree, Chance, and welcome to the AM wake up call.
Welcome. I'm so excited to be here. Thank you guys for having me.
We are so excited to have you, and we just tell everybody a little bit about yourself. Obviously, I introduced you as someone who can help everyone make their own money. So I don't even got to deal with this because you're a boss, entrepreneur, but please just introduce yourself to everybody on the AM wake up call.
Yes. So my name is Chance Cessna, and I'm originally from Chicago, Illinois, and I'm an entrepreneur, I'm an investor, and I'm also a coach. So my passion is teaching people how to essentially, you know, make money, but also just how to level up and emerge in every area of their life. You know, I think coming in through this year in 2020, it's been a really, really crazy year for a lot of people, you know, financially, emotionally, it's been so many ups and downs. But I believe the rest of this year, it's an opportunity for us to bounce back and make more money than we've ever made before, you know, and just really take the limits off of our lives and the limits that we previously maybe placed on our potential. So that's what I teach, and I'm excited about it.
Let's get into a little bit of your backstory and what led you up to coaching, this, you know, entrepreneurship journey, being an author. How did you get here to this point?
Yes. So I always knew that there was so much value in being able to share your story, you know, and for me, I knew that I always wanted to share my story with the world. So first off, thank you for the opportunity to share my story. You know, fast forward, gosh, even when I was young, going back to growing up, like I was raised by a single father in Chicago, right? So I have my single dad, and he's raising 3 kids, 2 girls and a boy. And my dad's an entrepreneur. He's trying to make ends meet as a single Black father in America, you know? So me seeing that day in and day out really planted the seed of entrepreneurship and wanting to just really give my best and give my all in whatever it was that I was doing in life. So I think that inspiration started with my father, and it carried on with me throughout high school and throughout college, and studied in college, and then I graduated, and you know, I started to just kind of explore. I'm like, what is it that I really, really want to do? So I tried a lot of different things, explored a lot of different businesses until I really, really found my niche, which was speaking, which was coaching, which was really teaching people the principles that I teach. And of course, that came with trials and tribulations. That came with me sleeping in my car, you know, losing everything. At one point in time, it was like I had everything. And then I lost everything and had to start completely from the bottom. So I can relate to people that, you know, message me every day saying, Chance, how do I start when I have no money? I've lost everything. You know, I have no friends. How can I really build my life again? And I really take pleasure in sharing my story and teaching people, helping people get out of their situations, you know?
That's beautiful. Yeah, and I think that, you know, it's a mindset about wealth is a mindset, because we read all the time about people who either hit the lottery or ex-athletes who go broke. They both go broke within 5 years after they get out of the league or when they win the lottery. So it's not the money, it is the mindset.
It's the mindset.
Right. So what we need to do is hire you as a success and monetary coach for Dr. Dre's wife so that she can level up.
We can do that. We can do that.
Because she need to get some business on her own. But tell us how, because during the economic downturn is when real superstars are made. Mm-hmm. So tell us how, you know, because, you know, we always have innovative people who figure out a way to make money without exploiting people, but provide a service to people and become multimillionaires and billionaires from an economic downturn, which we are in right now. So tell us, how do people multiply during a pandemic? What do they need to do?
Mm-hmm. Well, you know, if you look at business, I think on a very, very practical level, business is all about supply and demand, right? It's all about supply and demand. So in the type of economic market that we're in today, there's such a demand for certain types of resources. And, you know, one of those major resources, or, you know, that the niche, right, that supports those resources is the business niche. Everyone is seeking to be an entrepreneur. Like, how can I actually build my business? And the people that were maybe thinking about starting a business last year or thinking about starting a business a couple of years ago, now they moved into, I must start a business. And not only do I need to start, I have to build it online. And, you know, what I think was crazy is with the pandemic, everything was closed except for the internet. Right? Mm-hmm. Everything was closed. The movie theaters were closed. You know, our hangout spots were closed. The NBA was shut down, but the internet remained open. So I'm like, how can I capitalize on this opportunity on growing my brand online, on monetizing my Instagram, and really just taking the internet? I'm like, I got to take the internet if everything else is closed. I'm like, you got to seize this opportunity. So I started to give services that were in demand to really help people, you know, get to that next level in their business, in their career, in their brand, whatever the goal was.
See, Chance, this is why I started to like you again, because you was talking crazy earlier. But the reason
I wooed you back in.
Number one, I'm a genius and I'm a tech head. And it's interesting what you just said. I tell people all the time that everything you need is literally right here in your hand, technically.
Yes.
Especially when it comes to social, because I'm a social advocate. And when you learn how to move, and I tell people all the time, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, this, like when you learn how to move these different social platforms, it connects you to the world instantly. It connects your product to the world instantly. But what happens is a lot of us don't take the time to learn because people are so stuck in instant. What do you think? What do you think is one of the downfalls? What do you think is one of the downfalls that Black people have when it comes to the technology part?
I think one of the biggest downfalls when it just comes to technology is the fact that people don't want to take the time to educate themselves on it or actually learn it. So I think you have to be teachable. A lot of people just aren't teachable. They really, really aren't. They see it, but they don't want to learn it, or they see it, but they don't want to, take the time to do what's necessary to learn it. And if you think about Instagram, Instagram has over 1 billion active users a month, right? So I started to think, like, if Instagram has over 1 billion active users a month and I have it on my phone, I'm scrolling on it every day, how can I tap into this market? How can I crack the code of Instagram and just social media in general and create content that will go viral so I can have a larger reach and really impact people that really need it the most? So it's so super, super important.
I think one of the craziest things that you just said is learning it. I have the biggest Pinterest following ever. First of all, I ain't even supposed to be on Pinterest, number one. But
is there a question somewhere?
Oh
yeah. The question is tied in what Chance just said about people want to do it, but they don't want to learn it. And that's the problem with learning, King James. People don't want to learn what Chance just said. So I had to.
Well, I do have a question, and I want to go back to your backstory in terms of, you said you lost everything, you were living in your car. What were the greatest things that you learned during that time in terms of getting back up and going back at it? Because at that time you literally had nothing, and you were kind of just face down in the dirt. And a lot of times when people say, you're on the bottom, the only thing that you can do is reach up and look go up. So what are some of the greatest things that you've learned during that time to help you to get to where you are right now?
That's a good question.
Great question. And I always say this, I always share this. It was literally, you guys, it was my mouth that got me out. It was what I was speaking each and every single day. And I believe so many people in the world underestimate the power of your words and the power of, what you're speaking and what you're declaring over your life. So you have literally the power with your mouth to command your day, to command your week, to command your life. So I started to command some things to happen in my life, So, one affirmation that I would say every day when I was sleeping in my car is, I'm going from the pit to the palace. I'm going from the pit to the palace. And I would say every day, I'm going from the pit to the palace, because I might be in a pit right now, but I just see myself in luxury. I see myself wealthy. I see myself prosperous. You know what I mean? And that made all the difference. And I looked up, I went from literally sleeping in my car to moving in basically a palace. I moved to Bel Air. And it was literally like the moment, like Fresh Prince of Bel Air with Will Smith, how he moved with his Aunt Viv, and now he's in Bel Air and he's living in luxury. That's what happened for me with the family. And I literally moved to Bel Air, and then my life just started going up from there. So guys, people have to be so adamant, especially during this time when there's so much negative news and there's so much negativity. I'm not going to speak negativity. I'm not going to even indulge. It's not going to come out of my mouth, right? I'm broke. Never comes out of my mouth. Or even when I was broke, I wouldn't say it. I'm like, listen, I'm in transition, right? I'm coming up, I'm emerging. Yeah. So I was very intentional about every word that came out of my mouth. And when you understand that you are a king, that God created you to be a king and God created you to be a queen, kings declare, queens declare. So every word matters, right? So there's no wasted words, because every word is a seed that's going to plant something. And do you want to harvest what you plant? Yes. So I want to harvest that. So I speak only what's good, what's positive, what's above. And that's literally what got me out. And the next thing you know, just life started going up for me. And then, of course, I put in the work. I did the work. But,
yeah, you had a job. Yeah, you had a job.
Yeah, she said she put in the work. It wasn't necessarily a job. She put in the work.
She didn't go to court to get her money. She worked for it herself. But my question was
I just want to know, Chance. Everything that you said gave me chills, and I definitely feel and receive all of that. So kudos to you for coming on the show, letting us know what you did to move up, and giving us a word of inspiration. I'm sorry, Terry, go ahead. First, King James.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to talk about when you learned the greatest lessons, not from your successes, but from your failures.
Yes. And
I thought that, I forgot the person who wrote the book, that you fail up. So talk about what that means to you. Well, he said in his book, fail up, but fail forward is the same thing. What does that phrase mean to you, Chance, in terms of failing up or failing forward?
When I think of failing forward or failing up, I think about the word resilience. And I think about that word because resilience, if you literally look at the definition, it's the ability to bounce back quickly after difficulty. Right. So it's the ability to hurry, to spring right back up and keep going, no matter the rejection you face, no matter how many people lie on you, set up traps for you, or basically do things to try to hinder you from you succeeding. It's about being resilient. It's about bouncing back fast and acting like it didn't happen. So every time I failed, or every time I felt defeated, or every time I felt rejected, it was something in me that would just spring right back up because I'm like, I'm born for this. I was made for this. And I would speak these things over my life and they would actually help me, have the right attitude and come back even stronger. So resilience is what you need.
Love it. Mm-hmm. I mean, why is your face
No, Cass, we can't hear you. Can you say it again? Oh, that's all right. I'll go ahead and ask a question in regard to I know, Cass, that you wanted to ask about Miss Nicole Young, Dr. Dre's wife. And so what I wanted to say to close this out, no, I'm not going to say that. Romeo, go ahead.
No, I was going to say I love the energy that you bring because I think it's a difference between people getting over the hump. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, you fall. Technically, when you fall, everything determines on how fast you decide to get back up. And,
yes.
and I think a lot of people need to hear that because a lot of people fall and it's like, oh, well, I twisted my ankle, I scraped my knee, I hurt my toe. Okay, we get all that. But how long are you going to stay down before you get up to heal those things? And I think that's what needs to go on in the Black community. Like people need to learn how to like you said earlier, learn how to make those things better, make themselves better.
Yeah, I thought one of the things that Monica said, singer, and it's the reason why we have icons, how to get the icon status. She said, we know she went through adversity in her life, and she said that she never looks at things as the way they are. She speaks about how she wants them to be, even while she's going through trials and tribulations that we've all been witnesses to that since she's a public figure. So I just thought that, I don't have a question. That was just a statement that goes along with what you've been preaching because girl, I'm about ready to pass the offering plate, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because you've been preaching.
So speaking of offering plate, you teach people how to level up. What are some of the services that you offer in terms of teaching people how to level up?
Yes. So I have e-courses. So essentially what an e-course is, it's an ebook and a course combined. So you can learn if you want to read it, or you can go through the actual video course. So I have video courses. I do VIP trainings, private group trainings. And then I do on a special basis, one-on-one executive coachings with companies and business owners. And I'll go in, I'll work with the staff and I'll give them a strategy. So, my strength is helping people build systems, right? Systems in their business so their business can run like a machine. So I have my best-selling e-course called Instagram Rich that teaches people the methods of how to grow their Instagram. I grew my Instagram page from 0 to 50,000 followers in 14 weeks.
Okay, I'm getting your course.
It happened so fast, and it was all organic. No paid followers or paid traffic. And there's a way that you can do it with integrity and really make an impact. So I teach that in my course, Instagram Rich, and you can get all that on my Instagram page at CEO Chance Cessna. Plug.
That's good. I'm getting that course, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm a star, but my 3 Instagram fans don't know that yet. So
right, they need to know you a superstar.
Right. Neither does your 5 Facebook fans either.
See, you're hating. But one of my 5 Facebook friends is Portia Monique. So you know what I'm saying? Why you following me? Thank you.
I was just saying. No, but that is good. I will definitely be following you today. I will be purchasing your ebook because that is some information that we should all know. And yes, definitely.
Well, what are your socials? The contacts to get, so people can find out about your life, your story, and also, sign up for these courses.
Yes. So my Instagram for my business page is at CEO Chance Cessna. So Chance like Chance the Rapper. I'm not Chance the Rapper, but I do got a couple bars. People always say Chance
Drop them, girl.
Y'all ain't ready for these bars.
We ready.
Y'all ain't ready for these bars because Chance got bars now. But she ready.
Well, freestyle for us right quick. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Chance. Come on, let's hear
it. Listen. Y'all ain't ready for that. Y'all putting me on the spot. Come on, I'm getting nervous now. Y'all really make me nervous.
Okay, all right.
Next time, I got the heat for you. Okay. I'm gonna be dropping the heat next time.
Bring it.
We can do a whole battle, all of us. We'll just go around the table. But it's at CEO Chance Cessna on Instagram. That's my business page. And then for my personal life, I actually was just crowned Miss Illinois. It was a lot with the pandemic. The pageant was put on hold, but now it's back on. So I'll be competing at the Miss United States pageant this October. So that page, I'm literally just announcing it here live. I'm rolling out. That's Miss Illinois US on Instagram, and you can follow my journey to the crown, which is like my personal life and my personal journey as a pageant queen.
Okay. Now, did you speak that into existence as well? Did you manifest that you wanted to be a pageant queen in the pageants, Miss Illinois?
Well, you know what? I told you when I was sleeping in my car, I said I'm going from the pit to the palace now.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't know, all the levels that would take me to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now being crowned literally as a queen, I'm just so grateful. Like, it's like, I just thank God. Like, I'm just so grateful. I'm like, you know what? So this is the power of your words, you guys. You'll start to manifest things that you don't even know that's on the other side, waiting for you to step into, So you just got to have the right attitude.
Yeah. And your story is similar to another guy whose football team is terrible, but Jerry Jones. But Jerry Jones, the owner of the Dallas Cowboys, he started out rich and he lost everything. And I mean everything. And then now look at him now. He rebuilt his business. He owns the Dallas Cowboys. He owns the richest team in sports history, the richest team in sports history. So this is another example of that is more of a mindset than it ever was about any amount of money that you might have. So I just want to be, I just want to give you shout outs. I bless you with love. I applaud you for being an example, especially a Black female example of what a superstar looks like. So thank you very much for coming on.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
No, she needs to stick around for our positive notes, our positive messages.
Positive thoughts of the
I love that.
Ain't that what I said, Portia?
You said notes, but that's
I said thoughts. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You ain't gonna tell me what I said.
Okay. That's our publisher that keeps popping in and out. I'm sure he wants to say hello to you, Chance. Mutton Steve, publisher.
Hey, Chance. Portia said I wanted to say hello, Chance. So, we say what Portia said on the show today.
Wow. So nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you too. Where are you?
I'm currently in Houston right now, but I'm from Chicago.
I'm in Chicago right now.
Oh, nice. I'll be there next week. What you doing in Chicago? You having a good time?
Oh, it's one of the best cities in the country.
Yeah. He's building he's building his bookshelf. But
oh, okay.
He's actually, well, I'm not gonna put his business out there, but he's building a little more than a bookshelf.
That's awesome, man. I love it.
He might be building the palace himself. That's all I'm saying.
Come on. We that's what we're emerging into. You know, I just think as Black people, we got to normalize luxury. We got to normalize living that palace lifestyle because it's ours. It's literally ours for the taking. Why not?
Man, you are coming with the
Yeah, she's
real.
on fire.
You coming with the fire. The fire, not fire. Fire. The fire.
Absolutely.
So I think
we should go into positive thoughts. We got
I think it is time, and we're going to start out with Chance Sesnia. Please bless us with another word of positivity for today, please.
Another word of positivity for today. So another word of positivity, you guys can write this down, and it's simple. It's only believe.
Where's my necklace? I have a necklace that said believe, y'all. That's
only believe. And really what, only believe is my life motto. And essentially what it is when you only believe, it's you being intentional about suspending all fear, all doubt, all worry. It's like, it can't live here. Fear can't live here. Worry can't live here. I'm only going to believe my bank account's going to grow. I'm only going to believe my family's going to act right. Come on. I'm only going to believe that, I'm going to get to that next level. I'm only going to believe I'm going to come out of this pandemic better than how I came in the pandemic. Come on. I'm coming out better. I'm coming out stronger. I'm coming out wiser.
Hercules.
Yes, only believe. I love that, Chance.
I love it.
So only believe. That's my positive thought. Only believe. Nothing else.
All right.
Believe.
Sounds beautiful.
Definitely.
Well, now it's time for you to pass the ball to one of our other co-hosts so they can deliver their positive thoughts portion of the day. So choose a person to pass on the ball to.
I'm going to pass it to you.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you. My positive thought of the day is listen to Chance. I mean, because you came with the real, and it's something that some people discover at different points in their lives, is that your words and your thoughts determine your future. Yes. So you cannot be thinking about, I ain't got no money. I'm scared of the police. Bad things are happening. The world is crumbling, and expect to live a luxurious life as you talk about it. So you must speak as if it's already in existence, what you want, and then go out and get it. Like singer Monica said, you know what I'm saying? So that's my positive word of the day. Speak and think positivity, and you will reap what you sow.
And listen to Chance.
No, I'm not passing the ball to you, Portia. I'm passing the ball to Cass in the city.
My mic isn't working.
Oh, it's working now. Go ahead.
It's working. We can hear you.
Okay. I don't know what was going on. Well, my positive thought was going to be speak it into existence also, because I'm following Chance today. So
you and me both.
Yes.
Pass it to Portia.
Oh, thank you. So my positive thought of the day is a note taken from John C. Maxwell's book of Failing Forward. He says, and I definitely agree, fail early, fail often, but always fail forward.
Yeah. Yes, love that.
I'm gonna.
Okay, I know you don't like to pass, Portia.
I'm gonna pass the ball to Romeo International.
Y'all, three of y'all sound so positive. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Tuesday now. First of all, Kanye West is walking on water, and 45 is signing Bibles. Get your life right, people.
Bibles, Lord Jesus.
Common sense is free. It's the best free drug you can take. Get some of that. And I'm going to send it to the publisher, Mr. Steve.
Hey, everybody, you tuned in to Rolling Out AM with Portia Monique, First King James, Chance. We thank you for coming on, uplifting our community, inspire those to believe in themselves, believe in what they affirm, and believe in their hearts that their life can be better, and it will start today. To Cass in the City and Romeo International, we all want to say thanks to you. My positive thought of the day is, it is important that you love yourself first. No matter what you do, if you are doing things that are loving yourself first, then everybody else around you doesn't have to be happy. They don't have to affirm you. You and God are in agreement. Love yourself first. That is protect yourself from the virus. That is don't be around people who aren't wearing masks. That is inspire yourself by reading and loving yourself first. So exercise first, eat great first, love yourself first. Those are the things that are simple. But if you do them, love yourself first, all the manifestations of your dreams will all come true. All those things you pray for will manifest themselves, but only if you love and believe first. All right, this is Rolling Out AM with Portia Monique, First King James, Chance. Thank you so much, Romeo International and Cast in the City. We are rolling out. Wake up call. Peace, everybody.
Come back for Health IQ tonight. We have a hilarious episode of Health IQ tonight with Lonnie Love, Rodney Perry, comedian Guy Torrey, 6 p.m. on Rolling Out platforms, Facebook, Twitter, as well as YouTube. So we will see y'all tonight at 6 p.m. Thank you for tuning in.
Yes. And Chance, you better follow me when I follow you. You better follow me back.
Terry, you can't be threatening guests. Terry, you can't be threatening guests over there.
No, I was asking.
Delicate. Treat her delicately. You better follow
It would start with the would you please, or I would like if you would.
No, I was. I was.
Less assumptions.
No, I was projecting as if she was already following me. See what I'm doing? See what I'm doing?
He was declaring and decreeing. You was just a little forceful and aggressive with it. Like, just be nice and gentle.
No, I was not. Right.
You better follow.
You're a little bit aggressive in defending. Dr. Dre's wife. That's what you're doing. You're a little aggressive.
She needs what she needs. And
no, $2 million a month is absolutely absurd.
It's not for somebody who's not used to it.
It is the epitome. It is the epitome
of existence. That's what she's doing. She's speaking it into existence.
No, it is she is speaking the epitome of imbecility.
Give her her coins.
That is a moronic.
It's not. It's not. Y'all have a great day. Join us at 6 p.m. on Health IQ. Lonnie Love, Rodney Perry, Guy Torrey. Be there.